North Korea and Russia have ratified a defense treaty with one another. The two nations signed a military pact back in June, vowing to come to each other's aid if attacked. No surprise. There's no single conversation involving North Korea that doesn't involve Russia or China. They're really pulling the strings. And of course, U.S. intelligence has confirmed that North Korea has sent troops to Russia to aid in the war in Ukraine, which added an interesting new crinkle to the whole Ukraine conversation. But Trump was the first president, remember, to cross over into North Korea, to cross that line and meet with North Korea on their turf. He was able to have an open dialogue with both Russia and North Korea in ways that the current administration has not had. Trump cooled international tensions with this approach. But President Biden, of course, took a different approach altogether, with the liberal media goading him into a fairly antagonistic posture. The President Trump team and his policies returning to the White House means a lot of new things for the U.S. relations between the United States and North Korea. But what does that mean? And what does that mean for our relationship between Russia, United States, and North Korea? To answer this very interesting question, we have Chad O'Carroll. He's the founder of NK News, which sheds light on the reclusive, ill-tempered North Korea and its dynamic South Korean neighbors. Chad, welcome back.
Hello. Good to see you.
Well, what does this pact mean under a Trump administration, given what we have seen under now two different administrations with their different relationships with North Korea and Russia? How does this pact look under a Trump administration?
Well, the new Russia-North Korea Strategic Cooperation Pact, it was signed a few months ago, and it does mandate military assistance if either side is invaded or attacked. And I think Russia has basically claimed that it's been attacked in Kursk, where Ukrainian soldiers entered some time ago, and has triggered the treaty. Now, how does that look under Trump? I think a key question is really going to be what Trump's personal rapport with Vladimir Putin and Kim Jong-un is like. Both of those two leaders will probably be in a wait-and-see mode for the coming weeks and months ahead, checking out key appointments. I know Putin has already had a telephone call with Mr. Trump. Kim Jong-un, we've not heard of any direct outreach yet. But as you hinted in your question, Trump does have a track record of very direct connection with both of these leaders. And so, Kim Jong-un's birthday is coming up in January 8th to be exact. And I can imagine Trump using that as an occasion to send him best wishes, perhaps over Truth Social or X. And that could potentially pave the way for, at the very least, a kind of leader-to-leader thaw in relations. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean North Korea-US state-to-state relations will thaw. There's a long way to go on that. But I think that there is potential here, at least, for Trump to attract North Korean interest, possibly away from Russia, at a pretty critical time.
I think you hinted at this, and I hinted at it, but I wanted your particular take because you watched this more closely. How would you characterize the last 4 years of the Biden State Department and its overall approach and strategy in the region?
I would basically describe it as kicking the can down the road. There was, I think, early on in the Biden administration, a decision on North Korea policy, at least, simply not to replicate what Trump had done in any way, and basically to try and avoid a crisis on the Korean Peninsula.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.